Hello, my name is Marilyn Nyborg, and I am the creator of Women Waking the World. If you're interested in more of my bio, I'm happy to refer you to womenwakingtheworld.com. I, um, I have a message, or at least some insight that I would like to share with you. The other day, I received a call from an old friend, an old colleague. We worked together in Silicon Valley, and we hadn't spoken in years, actually. And he called to tell me about the ill health of a friend of ours. And as we were talking and catching up, I said finally, "Well, what do you think of the new guy?" At which point he yelled into the phone, "I love the guy. I love the guy." And proceeded at that level of conversation for the next few minutes, telling me why he loved the guy, why he didn't love the guy I had loved, and on from there. I was quite amazed. He said the experience that, he proceeded to say what he didn't like about Obamacare and what he really knew was going to happen with the new president, et cetera, et cetera. And as I said, I was listening at full force and had to keep the phone out to hear. Finally, he said, this is what got my attention. Finally, he said, there's a war against white males. I said, really? I had no idea. I sort of had the impression the war had been against women for these many centuries. No, 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 he said. As a recruiter, all my managers want now are minorities and women. I thought that sounded pretty good to me, but he was very, very upset. And he just went on to rage and rant about how he, as a male, as a white male, was really being ignored, not included, made fun of on television. And I was just kind of stunned as he kind of carried on. So after we hung up, I gave a lot of thought to it. And I thought, geez, I've been very committed to encouraging and empowering women for these many years. It never occurred to me that the men would feel displaced by our rise and by our increasing power. So this is what I wrote to him, and I'm going to read it because I didn't want to lose a word here. It's a letter that says, "Dear men, the women around you are rising, empowered, committed, and leading. I know this is making you very unhappy. You feel we are taking your authority away, competing for your jobs, emasculating you, and related feelings of abandonment. I've heard you asking, what do you want? Don't you have equal rights? I hope you can hear what I'm about to tell you. Please take a breath. For centuries, you have been in control of power. It took us 40 years to gain the right to vote, and that's not been a very long time ago. You have written history, often leaving us out. Only now, history is coming to light with the many major contributions women have made over the years. Your role as protector centuries ago evolved into a kind of ownership from which we are just beginning to emerge. We need time to saturate ourselves in the divine feminine, where we can heal from wounds, where we can practice using our voice, our thoughts, our insights, and our way of being free of you defining us and our roles. It's important to know the feelings you are expressing, and the experience you are having has been our feelings and our experience for centuries. It would seem the pendulum has swung over to our side. The goal is that it comes to rest in the middle and be sustained there. Please give us time we need to strengthen ourselves, to gain courage and confidence, to eliminate that internal voice of the patriarch. That's the father's voice that says, that's not ladylike. You can't do that. And mother who says, honey, let John win. Or let Ken speak first. Trust me, this has been in the heads of most of us over 50, maybe even a few under 50, for years, centuries. We need this time, and we need your love, your support as we grow and we adapt to our new model of womanhood that includes empowerment. What do we want? We want to share power with you. We want an equal voice. We ask that you listen, don't interrupt, don't claim our ideas as your own. Stand behind us, stand next to us. But it is our turn to practice leadership and influence outcome. We thank you, our fathers, our brothers, our sons, uncles, and all good male friends, for understanding that this is our time. And we know that the ultimate goal is that we are going to be your partners, full partners. As a friend of mine once wrote, if women ruled the world, they wouldn't. Thank you for listening.